Hey y'all, welcome. This is going to be a quick energizing practice for those times when you're just feeling a little like, oh, at the end of the day you come home from work and you're really tired and you want to perk up, or just any time when you feel like you want to get your body moving, start to get a little warm, do some nice breathing, and get some movement in. If you've been sitting a long time in a chair, this would be a perfect thing to jump up and do for about 20 to 30 minutes. So we'll get started. We're going to begin standing. All I have today in terms of yoga accessories are a mat and 2 yoga blocks, trying to keep it minimal in case you don't have these things at home. So here we go. Beginning by standing in mountain pose, feet a comfortable distance apart, tiny bend in your knee just so you're not locking. Pulling up, pulling your kneecaps up, lifting through the torso, lengthening here and opening across the collarbones, palms face forward. Pressing your shoulders away from your ears, pressing your feet down into the floor, grounding to the floor. Stretching through your neck, long back of the neck. Just starting to get situated, checking your alignment, checking how your weight is distributed from each side, wanting to be very balanced, very grounded. We'll start with some gentle movement, sun breaths. Inhaling, arms coming up, stretching out as they move, and then finally stretching up. Exhaling, arms floating down. Inhaling, coming up. Stretching out. Bigger breaths. One more. And arms come out to the side, reaching. So from this midline, just stretching out, energy flowing out through your arms. Engaged muscles, starting to warm up the muscles in your arms, getting them working. Reaching out, fingers stretching like they could touch the wall on each side, shoulders down. If you're locking your knees, give them a little bend. Pull your belly in. Reaching and stretching. Starting to feel the muscles in your arms warming. Feeling your core working. Can you be any taller without locking your knees? Pressing your feet down, stretching the top of your head to the ceiling. And drop your arms. Give everything a wiggle. Just shaking out arms and legs and stepping wide leg. Not crazy wide, but nice, much wider than your hips. Pressing down through your feet, gentle, easy knees. Nice lifted chest. And arms come back out. 5-pointed star, pressing down through your feet, out through your hands. Imagine you can see bolts of electricity flowing out through your fingers and flowing down through your feet into the floor. Head lifting up, the crown of your head lifting up towards the ceiling. Like every limb and your head are trying to escape away from your torso. Reaching, squeeze your thighs, pull your belly in. Everything's starting to get woken up now, starting to feel a little warmth happening. For some more breathing, inhale, hands go back behind you, arching the chest, lifting the chest. Exhale, rounding. Chin coming down, shoulders coming forward. Inhale, open. These are big breaths. Inhale, filling your chest. Exhale with a sigh. One more, last one. Open big. Out to the side, reaching. Feel your shoulders, pressing shoulders away from your ears. Squeeze your thighs, pull your belly in, reaching, reaching, reaching. Starting to feel warm, waking everything up, bringing some energy in. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And relax. Bring your legs closer together, not quite completely together, maybe about hip distance apart, really grounding down. We'll add a little movement into the situation. So, nice and grounded, lift it up, chest super tall. Big breath here, pushing out the old air, one more. Breathing goes back to normal. From here, inhale, arms come up, reaching tall, gaze goes with your arms. Exhale, sitting back, sticking your butt out into chair pose. I'll turn to the side so you can see, you can stay where you are. So here, my feet are grounding down, I'm sticking my butt out, keeping my chest nice and lifted. Holding here, pull your belly in. So still holding this, squeeze your thighs, pull your belly in, arms reaching out. If the arms are a bit much, pull them in, bring them close to your body. There's no word for suffering. One more breath here. Inhale tall. Exhale down. We'll do this a little faster, more fluid. Inhale tall, looking up. Exhale. Into chair. Hold for one breath. Inhale tall. Again. Adding on a little bit, options. Holding for the one breath, lifting your heels, coming in for a balance. And down, inhale tall. One more time. Balancing if it feels good. Heels down. Shaking things out. Stepping wide. Planting your feet down, getting really grounded here, nice and wide. Turn the toes out. Take your time getting set up. Knees and toes facing out. Feeling your spine, checking your alignment, wanting to be very tall and lifted, and bending the knees. Bringing the body straight down, not sticking your butt out like we just did. Everything here is in one line, just sinking straight down. Getting the feel for this. Maybe little tiny pulses just to feel feet pressing in the ground, thighs working. Pull your belly in. Bring your hands to your belly. Feel how it moves as you breathe. It's working, it's holding you. And inhale tall. Little breather. Little movement side to side. Just gentle. If you want, add some arms. It's up to you, whatever feels good. If you don't want any arms right now, keep them down. Easy knees. And back to center, sinking down again. This time, adding some arms up into a wide V, palms up in a receiving position. Open, looking up. Asking for what you want. How do you want to feel right now? Heart is open, arms are open. Gaze back to center, hands out to the side. 5-pointed star arms, reaching out. Hello thighs, pull your belly in. And then, using your spine, giving it some movement. Just moving side to side, still in a squat. One more each side. Back to center. Inhale up, turn your toes forward, step your feet together. Little shake, back to mountain. Close your eyes. Taking a moment here to be introspective, to notice how your body feels in this moment. noticing the sensations that you feel, noticing your breathing. Naming how you feel right now. And open your eyes. A little balance work, shifting your weight now into right leg. Keeping a tiny bend in that knee so you're not locking. Toe of that left foot just barely on the ground. Turn the leg out from the hip. Toes on the ground, heel on your ankle. It's a little tripod here. Kickstand. Hips are level, not popping that hip up. If you feel comfortable, raise the arms coming up. Big tree branches reaching out. Finding your balance here. Pulling that belly in. Shoulders away from your ears. If you want, sway your branches in the breeze. If not, keep them still. Can always keep hands in, close to the body, trying to find more stability. And release. Shake it out. Other side. Shifting weight now. Left leg. Just the toe on the floor. Turn it out all the way from the hip. Toes on the floor, ankle in your heels. Find your posture. Tiny bend in that supporting leg so you're not locking. Hips are level. Add the arms if you want. Releasing any breath that you're holding. And adding a sway if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. That's the rule. That's always the rule. If you don't want the arms, bring them in. Holding this balance here. Check in with your toes. Are you death gripping the floor? Release them. And coming out, little shakes. One more time each side, shifting weight into that leg. Starting here in kickstand. And now you decide, you can stay here or you can lift that foot up, coming up to the calf. Finding your balance. Easy supporting knee, not locking. Hips level. You don't want to pop your hip here. You want to keep it level. More important to have a level hip than to bring your foot up higher. So if when you bring your foot up, you can't stop doing this, bring it down. Have that support on the floor. Your hips will be more level. You decide. Add the arms if you want. Shoulders pressing down. Away from your ears. Adding movement if it feels good. If not, don't move. You can always bring the arms in. Your choice. This is a choose your own adventure kind of deal. And release. Shake it out. Always shaking it out in between moves, in between poses, giving your muscles a chance to kind of release any tension that they're holding. Shifting weight. Now, other leg. Getting really grounded here, and then turning the leg out. Either coming to kickstand, or if you want, raising that leg up higher. Bring it up into the calf, or to the thigh if that's accessible for you. Hips are level. Hands come in, or they come out. It's up to you. Shoulders away from your ears. Lots of space. Long neck. If you want, swaying your branches. Also, you don't have to. Do what feels best for you. Find your own moments to challenge yourself or to create comfort and ease. And release. Shaking it out. Step wide. Really wide here. Inhale up. Forward folding all the way over. Releasing down. Hands planted on the floor or on a block if the floor is a little far away from you. Working legs towards straight. Just trying to release. This is a resting pose. Relax your neck so your head dangles. Pressing into your feet, pressing into your hands, being even. Don't sit back into your heels or shift forward into your toes. Ground evenly. And bend one knee, shift to that side. Then the other knee, shift to that side. And back and forth. And then back to center. One last moment here. Legs as straight as possible, releasing everything down. And then just heels and toes, walking feet a little closer together. And then toes end up pointed out. Bring your tailbone down towards the floor. Raising your chest up. Keeping hands on the floor if that's comfortable. If not, or if it feels okay, lifting them up. Elbows resting on knees or hands come together in front of your heart. Tailbone dropping down, chest coming up. The squat, you can shift side to side. If that feels good, only do what feels good. If this is hard on your knees or your hips, just stay in that wide leg forward fold. If it's comfortable to be here, just work on being here as long as you can. Stretching out. The squat is so good for us. And coming back into that forward fold. Bend your knees. Slowly roll up. Head coming up last. Feet come together and shake it out. We'll end with a little more chair pose. Moving with the breath. All right. From mountain, inhale tall. Exhale chair. Inhale, lift the heels. Hold. Exhale down. Inhale up. Now moving at the speed of your breath. You don't have to match what I'm doing. You know the timing. Two more. I don't remember how many that was. One more. Back to mountain. Pressing down through your feet, down through your shoulders, lifting everything else up. 3 big breaths. And little movements, little shakes, just noticing all the way from your feet, ankles and calves, moving up through your knees and your thighs, your hips, your spine, through your belly and your chest. Little movements, seeing how it feels, your shoulders, through your arms, through your neck and head. And then everything all at once. Don't worry, you can't look dumber than me. Hands come together in Anjali Mudra, an offering of gratitude. I'm grateful that you are joining me for a little quick energizing practice today. Let's take one last deep breath together. The light in me honors the light in you. Thanks so much for being here. See you next time.